Hi, this is Jessica Mathis, and this is part of my presentation on 508 multimedia compliance and adult learners. And today I'm going to show you some websites where adult learners can go and gain multimedia website access. The first website that I will go to is ldonlinelearning.org, and you will see, when you go to this website, you will see a home page and getting started, and then you can go to the section on multimedia, and on this section it has different types of multimedia and how teachers can use multimedia to help online learners. One of them is on the webcast, and here's the webcast. Okay, as you can see, students with learning disabilities and the use of multimedia is very important. Teachers need to know how to correctly assess the learning disabilities, and teachers need to know how to correctly implement the learning disability software. Um, in terms of adult education, kids with learning disabilities, for example, are going to eventually become adults, and the same problems are going to follow them. And I found this website called Florida TechNet, and this is a website that is totally devoted to um, adults with disabilities in the field of adult basic education. Just like in primary education, facilitators have to be aware of what the disability the student is dealing with, um, what kinds of learning styles a student has, um, you know, and they may need to facilitate. But the biggest difference between adult educators and primary educators is that we educate based on life relevance and life experience. So instead of necessarily having primary education issues such as reading, writing, or arithmetic, you may have issues such as learning how to live independently on their own, which involves reading labels, reading signs, or anything that they would need to gain access to. On the Florida TechNet Training Center, they have different events and different um, activities where adults can go and adult trainers can go and get more information on how to help adults with um, disabilities or adult learners with disabilities. On, for example, on Wednesday, May the 9th, they're having a Florida Literacy Coalition conference for 3 days. And on this Literacy Coalition conference, the teachers will be discussing how you can help an individual using multimedia and literacy on these websites. Um, just in general, website access and multimedia access is very important when you're dealing with adult learners, because just like with primary education, it helps them to learn, it helps them to synthesize information, and it makes it less complex for them to learn. It makes it more easier. They feel more a part of the environment. So, like I said, and as I said before, in this environment, you have to be extremely um cognizant of how your students learn, because if not, your students are not going to succeed